Shalom, shalom. I'd like to start off first and foremost by giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Nechachadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Peace, love, salutations, and many blessings to those pushing this word in truth and sincerity. This is your brother Nathaniel from the GMS Camp Atlanta, coming back into the spirit with another lesson. And, I watched the video from, I think it's GMS Awakening 144. And the brother was going into, how our people have been overtaken by demons. But, he went into the music industry and how demonic and evil and wicked this music is. Stay out here, okay? How demonic and how wicked this music is, and the things that you have to do to get into this industry. But it's done to push out a certain vibration. And I have been saying this for years, I've done videos on it in the past, but now all of the wickedness of the music industry is coming out. It's coming out by different artists that have been in the industry that's seen it happen. All right. So I'm going to start off with a quick precept. All right. This is Ecclesiasticus 11 and 21. And it reads, give me 1 second. Slakia. It says, marvel not at the workers of sinners, but trust in the Lord and abide in thy labor, for it is an easy thing in the sight of the Lord to suddenly make a poor man rich. Okay. So when you start looking into the music industry, Jake looks at the glam, he looks at the fame, he looks at the flash, he looks at the women, and he starts to marvel at that and say, hey, I want that. Okay, I want the women, I want the glamour, I want the fame. But the Lord said, trust in him, because all of these things, the women, the money, the glam, all that stuff is all of the wickedness, it's done on the left-hand side. Okay, so you're getting all of that wickedly, unrighteously. But look at what you're doing at the same time. You're destroying your people. Okay. So the Lord said, marvel not in the workers of sin, in the works of sin. Marvel not in the works of sinners. Okay. But trust in the Lord. And Jake does not trust in the Lord. So when Jake involves himself in these industries, right, you have to do all of these different things to corrupt your integrity, to destroy your integrity, okay? In order to get that, okay? Verse 22, it says, the blessing of the Lord is the reward of the godly, and suddenly maketh his blessing to flourish. The Lord, it takes time for the Lord can make you rich right away. However, the Lord may have the wealth in store for you, but do you know how to manage it? Do you know how to use it? Do you know how to value it? So the Lord may have to build you up to that point to have the correct mind to handle the wealth that you're about to acquire, okay? Because not everybody can just handle money and handle wealth and stuff, right? But Jake sees it and he wants it now, right? He wants it now. He wants the glam. He wants the women. So he's willing to sacrifice and do all of these things in order to get it. It says, say not what profit is there in service, and what good thing shall I have hereafter? You see, so you're not going to have anything good in the latter end. And what do you see with a lot of celebrities, right? You see them broke, you see them through. Most of them be on drugs, so they have to be on drugs in order to handle those spirits, okay? And they through, and they no coming back from that, all right? It says, again, say not, I have enough, and possess many things, what evil can come to me hereafter? You see, so you think just because you got it, you know, you don't got the bag, that nothing can happen to you. You know, the scriptures talk about how the riches profit nothing in the day of wrath. Again, say not, I have enough and I possess many things. What evil can come to me hereafter? So the Lord is saying, don't say that. Again, say not. Don't say that. In the day of thy prosperity, there is a forgetfulness of affliction. And in the day of affliction, there is no remembrance of prosperity. So, you know, when you start getting the bag and start making money, you forgot the hell that you just went through. You forgot all the things that you had to go through to get this. And that these things are weighing you down. Okay, it says, for it is an easy thing unto the Lord in the day of death to reward a man according to his ways. You see, y'all don't understand that the Lord is going to reward you according to your ways when you participate in these things. You are participating in the destruction of your vehicle, of your people. For it is an easy thing unto the Lord in the day of death to reward. Verse 27, the affliction of a, I'm sorry, it's old English. I'm gonna have to look this up. Okay, it's hour. Okay, it's hour. It's like it. It says, the affliction of an hour maketh a man forget pleasure. So it's just a short time. Just a short time of being afflicted, you forget pleasure. And in his end, his deed shall be discovered. You see? So you're thinking that you're getting away with it. And that's what's happening with Esau Edom right now. You think that you done got away with this shit for a long time. You done did all this wickedness, but all of your wickedness is being discovered. It says, so that was pretty much it on that. But we're about to play a couple videos, you know, because we're seeing all of this stuff come out in the industry. The music industry is dying. And we're seeing all of this history of things that people had to do in order to get into this industry and who they serve. Okay? But, and these are these men being discovered in order to get this bag. This is why the Lord said, marvel not at the works of the sinner, because look at what you have to do to get what he got. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and play it.
Y'all, they are fucking niggas around. They giving niggas some shit that ain't what you think. You fuck around, wake up tomorrow, shit, ass nigga with a footy on, and don't know what the fuck you just done did. I mean, real shit. Your motherfucking meat pistol fucked up and your ass hurting. You don't know what the fuck to say. You don't know who to tell. But this is what the game is going to. That's what it's going to. Then, here it is, it's time for a contract to come out. Nigga want to sign you for 5 years. You like, nah, dog. So you don't want to sign with us? Nah. Nah. Man, pop in the tape. Show this nigga what he did last night. I'm serious. Dude, this real shit I'm telling y'all though. Pop in the tape. You sitting that motherfucker like, man, what the fuck? Yeah, well, what the fuck? That's what happened. You got fucked. What you gonna do? You gonna sign that contract. You don't want nobody in the hood to see that shit. You don't want this shit to get out, dog. I'm telling y'all, and this is what I'm telling y'all like this. These niggas that you see constantly hot, they're not getting hot because they like to get hot. They're getting hot because they know what they done done. And they can't live with that shit for real soul. I'm telling y'all this from me. This is some real shit. This real shit I'm telling y'all. This real shit. So a nigga tell you, man, oh man, I got fucked around with my contract. No, they ain't talking about paperwork. These niggas got fucked around for real. So I'm just telling y'all, shit that y'all might be hearing for yourself, man, this shit ain't no lie, this shit real talk. I can say this shit because I'm a real nigga. Some of these motherfuckers can't say this shit because they already know about that goddamn tape. They on that tape. So they can't say shit about that shit. I mean, they proud niggas' weaknesses because niggas be so fucking happy they about to sign some shit. Now they done told you come to a fucking mansion party. You gonna turn down shit because you gonna feel like.
You see what he said? He said, nigga got all happy because you signed some shit and you going to a mansion party because you're envying the ways of the sinner. So you want to be a part of that, not knowing the hell that you're about to put yourself into. You create a contract with these demons and they're popping you and they're drugging you up and they're popping you and then they're blackmailing you, telling you you did these things when Esau was the one who created this whole environment for this to happen in the first place. You see what I'm saying? But you know, these men are willing to make that sacrifice for filthy lucre's sake.
This my family. I'm with these niggas now. You smoking on some shit or you done bang drunk some shit, nigga. You done forgot everything. Just like this fucking camera on right now. You don't know what the fuck done went on till they show you that goddamn tape. You gonna sign? You gonna sign? This is a shiesty, devilish game. And if you don't have no knowledge, you gonna set yourself up to be fucking around. So believe me, instead of trying to get to the A&R to get your fucking music together, you better make sure your ass ready. You better.
You see? So it's a game of deceit and it's a game of wickedness. And this is what this is what our people follow. They follow this shit, man. You know? And then on top of that, they destroy our people with this music, man. I was talking to a guy the other night, because I drive for Uber, and I was talking to a Jake the other night, and I was listening to classical music because when I drive for Uber, I don't listen to every once in a while I might listen to like some R&B or some old school music, some old school R&B like Earth, Wind and Fire or something like that, But as far as the rap, I don't put on rap music at all. I predominantly just play classical music and I just let that roll, And what I've learned is that it creates a very calm environment. The music actually does something to the driver. It helps them relax, and I've noticed that, right? But I was talking that the Uber rider had been listening to the music, and he said, man, when we got to his house, he said, bro, this is one of the most pleasant Uber rides that I've had. He said, man, what made you decide to listen to the classical music? And I said, well, it just helps create a calm environment because of the energy that it puts out. He was like, oh, okay. And he was like, is that the only type of music you like to watch? I listen to? I said, I like other genres and stuff like that. And he asked me, he said, do you like rap music? I said, no, I don't. So I ended up getting into a literally like a 20-minute conversation about this guy, about how that type of music is how it manipulates and destroys. Like look at Beyonce, all the single ladies. She came up with all that song, all the single ladies, shit. If you like it, then you should have put the ring on it type stuff, right? To the left, everything you own is in the box to the left. Strong and Independent, that came out with what was the name of that group back in the day? I can't remember the name of the group, but it was that independent song. Lil Wayne used to have. He was a part of that. Birdman and them. Yeah, Birdman. It was like Birdman group or whatever. But that's what he called himself. But and then that mantra started to get picked up by the people in society. So for you to say that this music does not have an influence, and that it can be used to poison the people, you're sadly mistaken. It does. So let's grab another precept. This is 1 Timothy 6 and 6 and 6. You know what? It's right. I think it's 16 and 6. I'm in the wrong one. Oh, it's like I am right. It's 10. 10. It's like it. It says, "For the love of," this is 1 Timothy 6 and 10. It says, "For the love of money is the root of all evil." Okay, so you're willing to do things that you otherwise not do, sacrificing your integrity so you can get the money because you want to have the women. Because with money comes prestige, with money comes power, with money comes influence. Scriptures go into how the rich man is regarded more than the poor man in almost every respect. It's because of the money. It's because of the wealth. Okay, so you want that money because you want to get the things that money can bring to you. All right, but the things that you're willing to sacrifice in order to get that money is evil. It's wicked. Okay. It says, "For the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some covet after," all right, that's these entertainers. You better get out of that. Salakia. That like these entertainers, okay? They covet after that lifestyle, that money. And when they get that lifestyle, they don't realize, that you got something coming your way in the end, and you ain't gonna be able to bear it. It ain't gonna be like all of the and you hear them how they sacrifice their soul to the devil and all this stuff. Because this is some real shit. This is why the music genres are all the same. This is why they're all filled with sex, rape, rob, murder. Okay? Theft. It's all that's all that's in this music, And this is what our people want to aspire to be in this industry. All right? But this is done on purpose to keep us on a low level. It says, "They have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows." You see? They've pierced themselves, they've taken on problems and situations that they should have never been they shouldn't have even been exposed to. So now they gotta do things. Now you're being blackmailed. And now they use that same basis for blackmail to force you to do other things that you wouldn't have done in the first place too. This is the nature of the devil. This is the devil, man. So then now you do more stuff. They get that stuff on film. And before you know it, you're in so deep that you can't get out. There's no way. Okay? Verse 11. And this is to the men of the Lord that still participate in this stuff, man. And those people who are really starting to get an ear, about this music. It says, "But thou, O man of the Lord, flee these things." Okay, we're not supposed to, as it says in Ephesians 5:11, man, have no dealings with the evil workings of darkness, man. We're not supposed to deal with this evil shit. This is the music, the food, the stuff that we see on TV is all low vibration. Okay, it's the have us using the most basest functions of our brain. That's what it's done. That's what it's there for. It's to have us using the most basest function of our brain. This is why they have women sexualized. When you walk outside, you see a fat ass. You look at it and be like, damn, it's a fat ass. In the ancient world, men did want sex, but they weren't sex starved. Okay? Women didn't dress like that. They wasn't looking at women talking about she had a fat ass and stuff like that. They would say she has a lovely body or a lovely shape, But you didn't have men in the ancient world objectifying women in the manner which you probably had some, You probably had some, but women didn't dress like that. They didn't dress with no clothes. And this is a very lewd society that we live in. Very lewd. So men are overstimulated. So when you walk outside, you see a woman with a fat ass. Look at her, damn, she got a fat ass, And that is a lower function, okay? Think about where your genitals are connected to. They're connected to your bowels, man. That's a lower function of your body, all right? And so that's the mind. It's part of the reproductive part, or what they would call the reptilian brain, The part of your brain responsible for reproduction, fight or flight type mechanisms. That's what they call it. But ain't no damn reptilian nothing. It's just the lower function of your brain. All right. So they use this music to keep us on that vibration so we can't have a higher level of thinking, a higher level of patience, a higher level of honor, a higher level of dignity and integrity. But you only get these things through the Spirit. Okay. That's why the scriptures say, as I continue on, it says, "Flee from these things and follow after righteousness, goodness, faith, love, patience, and meekness." You see, we're not supposed to be trying to obtain those things, because those things lead to the things of this world lead to death, but these things lead to righteousness. So we're supposed to pursue those things of the Lord, because this is what real wealth is. Real wealth is the wealth that the Lord gives you. Okay, because this wealth cannot be corrupted and cannot be stolen. Okay, it only appreciates in value. Okay, it only becomes more valuable as time goes on. It doesn't depreciate, it only appreciates in value. So continuing on, I'm about to play this other video. I'm not gonna play all of it, but I just want you to listen to what he says.
Like, let's be clear on this. They're getting penis in their butt. No, I'm being honest with you. I gotta tell you, they're getting penis in their butt.
Yeah.
You hear that? This is something that they have to do in the entertainment industry in order to participate. You heard the dude in the last video. He said, "Pop in the tape. Pop in the tape. Let me show him what he did last night." And it's getting to a point now to where they're just willingly doing it.
You just have to do the show.
No.
This goes
Not
back
a
to what
lot
I
of
was
them.
asking. You
Every
really believe
artist,
that?
listen.
You really believe that really actually happens?
Bro, what? Listen, bro. Listen, oh man. Yes, man. You know what I mean? Listen, bro. Listen. All right, check it. That's why you gotta. Everybody watching this, go back and watch the Math Hoffa interview. I kind of like broke it down, and Math was trying to get me to say the names and shit, like really say niggas' names. I'm like, I ain't gotta do that because I don't want to fuck brothers' lives up like that.
Yeah.
But I'll say this: the music business is ran by the devil. So the music business is only designed to get as many people to go away from God as possible. So what happens is the devil needs workers, and by workers, he needs people who have influence, who can mislead or misguide people away from the light into the darkness. So this is why the artist is powerful. So the artist is the mouthpiece. Okay? That artist is the mouthpiece between the devil and the fan. And the artist's job is to get you to throw up these weird signs. What are you doing this for? This is the Baphomet. I don't fuck with this. So don't think I'm throwing this up because I don't fuck with this. I'm just showing you when you see these signs, when you see the checkerboards, when you hear them talking about demon time and drill and kill and all this shit. Even the actual beat and the BPM, it's all 808 drums. This is all low vibrational shit. So what happens is...
See, that's what he said. It's all low vibration. It's all done for the purpose of keeping you on a low level. Okay? It's all to keep you on a low level. That's what it's for. All right? Let me continue on. Also too, he said they worship the devil. What devil? Esau. Esau is the devil. The physical counterpart of the spiritual demon devil. The spiritual demon Satan. Okay? That devil. Ain't no goddamn, it is a red devil because he is the red man, but it ain't no damn demon with a pitchfork and all this stuff and blah, blah, blah. It is the, who owns these record labels that are producing this? It's the same people that own the media and the entertainment industry, and they push all of this debauchery on the world. It is the same people. The same people. And we know who they are. The small hatters.
The artist is only the tool used to push the message of the devil.
You see that? And who do they use to push this message? Jake. They use Jake to push this message because Jake has a stronger connection to the spirit than Esau does. And plus, Jake got soul, man. He got the ability to make something that's not good into something that's good. You know, at one point in time, shrimp, crab, and lobster were considered peasant foods, very, very low level. Now, lobster is one of one of those things that are considered a delicacy. And who eat all that stuff? Esau. You know, and Jake too. But who pushed the price up? Esau did. That's what I meant to say. He did because he noticed that Jake made something out of nothing, and it became very valuable. You see? So Esau knows that if he put it in the hand of Jake and then control Jake is gonna push it out there. Like he does, that's why Jake is always at the center of everything, because Jake got the sauce.
It's a spiritual war. So what happens is, in order for that artist to be in position to even mislead the people, they have to be worthy. This is hazing. This is the hazing aspect of it. So when you look at colleges, you look at fraternities, you have to be hazed in order to get to pledge, to be a pledge.
That's a fact.
In order to climb the ladder in the music industry, you have to be hazed. And when you're getting hazed, you're getting fucked in your ass.
So you think you
know what I'm
say like basically
this homosexual ritual?
The
I'm saying
higher they get, is more hazing they gotta
yes,
do?
because it's more. You gotta people listen, and it's not about being a conspiracy theorist. God said this: "My people will perish due to lack of knowledge." All right, you look at the name of your show. So you got to do the science. You got to have knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. You got to look at what's going on, so you understand the purpose of it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So y'all got the gist of it, you know, and you know he said some stuff. You know, he said it's a spiritual battle, and I'm gonna get that right real quick. This is Ephesians 6:12, and it says, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places." And this music is spiritual wickedness in high places. That's what this music is. It is spiritual wickedness in high places. That's what this music is. Okay? And Jake fall for a hook, line, and sinker. And then when you get the men of the Lord that come out and want to tell you what this shit is, you don't want to hear it. You don't want to hear it. You want to say, hey, you know, this music ain't doing no harm. Man, there's so many things that I'm just so bored with, just like movies, like music, everything. It's just like, I just don't want to have no part of nothing that has anything to do with the system anymore. With this world, I just don't want it anymore. You know? But that's just me. You know what I'm saying? I just don't want to have nothing to do with it anymore. It's all wickedness. I look at, you know, you better get out of there. I look at, you know, how I grew up and the things that I was exposed to, and I rewind my tapes and think back what actually influenced a lot of my behavior. And a lot of it was the music. A lot of it was on the other people that were actually acting very heavily on the music and the things that they saw, and I was emulating them, you know? And that led me to a lot of destructive situations in my earlier life, you know? But then as I started to gain understanding about these things, I started to realize, but you can't move like that. You can't even be around certain stuff. You can't even embrace that. You can't deal with that. I can't walk with you. I can't be around you because you and I don't think alike. You want something completely different than I want, and I don't want to mesh with that. You know, I don't like that lifestyle, you know? And even though, you know, some men listen to rap and, you know, they good with it. You know, they good with the music. But just think about why this music was created in the first place, you know? If you think about why it was created, it's the same as like Easter, you know? Estar, Queen of Heaven worship. It was created as a day of sexual orgies, right? As a way of worship to the Queen of Heaven, Estar, all right? And the egg symbolizes fertility. The rabbit symbolizes fertility. The egg symbolizes the moon, you know. And then the women that got pregnant from these rituals, they would sacrifice the children. Okay. Now knowing how that was established, and now they do it in a way where, you know, you get to paint the egg and then you get Easter bunnies and all that stuff, and it's a day for the kids. Knowing how the day was actually established, would you want to celebrate it? Knowing its roots and its origin? You know, you got a lot of wicked men that'll say, yeah, but, you know, when you really think about it, no, I want to have nothing to do with that. The filth is still there. The filth is still there. You know, it might have just fell to the bottom, but it can easily get stirred back up. But the filth is definitely there. Okay? So it's the same with music. The whole music industry was actually established to catch men in nets and traps and to destroy the so-called black man in America and the Latino and Native American. Because when you listen to Hispanic music and you translate the lyrics, it's the same shit that so-called niggas are rapping about. Same shit. So how is it that you got two different so-called peoples, but they're not, they're still Jake, rapping in two different cultures, so-called, and they're rapping about the same stuff? How is that? It's because it's produced by the same system that is put there to destroy a certain group of people, which is us. Okay? Esau, he enjoys being wicked. That's his thing. This is why he creates these scenarios. He is the wicked, but our people is not so. Again, Ephesians 6:12, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. I got another video. I'm gonna see if I can pull it up. Let's see. I just like this video. I wonder why it's not coming up. All right, let's try something else. Cause I got the video. It's just one more video, and then I'm gonna close out on this precept. All right, here you go, right here.
I feel like he needs Jesus.
What about Lil Uzi?
He needs Jesus too. They both definitely sold their soul. I wanted to say this about Lil Nas X. I got a few friends that went to school with him and they said he was never gay.
Are you serious?
So I know for a fact, like, what he doing is because, like, they told him, like, you gotta do this now if you want.
So you feel like he not really gay?
I feel like ain't nobody really gay. In Jesus' name, amen. It's getting popularity, getting you money, getting you views. So it's like selling yourself. Like, you do this, you going with whoop.
So what do you think of the music?
See what I'm saying? So there you have, and I believe this woman is a Jake, she on point. I mean, outside of her using Jeebus, she's telling the truth. They wouldn't like that. They were told to be like that. Okay? Again, the previous videos, they have pierced themselves through for filthy lucre's sake, man. You know what? Let me get this video. This is Titus 1 and 11. It says, you know what? Let's go to let's start at verse 10. And it says, for there are many unruly and vain talkers and deceivers, especially them in the circumcision. All these rappers, they're unruly and vain talkers, getting this money, getting this bag. I got these women. I'm about to go kill these men. I'm about to do this. I'm about to do that. All these things that they say that they do. Okay, unruly. You can't tell them nothing. They're deceivers, and they are of the circumcision, whose mouths must be stopped. Okay, whose mouths must be stopped. Because they're putting out poison to our people. Okay? This doesn't apply to the churches and men that are preaching false doctrines, because when you listen to rap music, this shit kind of is like a philosophy. They're telling you to get money, fuck hoes, and this and this and that, and A, B, and C. And then you're growing up, these men are growing up with that mindset. They're growing up wanting to do exactly what these albums are telling them to do. You can't deny it because they're doing the shit. Okay? And it says, whose mouths must be stopped, who subvert whole households, teaching things they ought not for filthy lucre's sake. Just for the money, man. That's why they doing this shit. It's for the money. Going back to 1 Timothy 6:10, for the love of money is the root of all evil, man. You know, they're doing it for the money. And because they're doing it for the money, look how many people are being destroyed because of this filthy ass music that they're listening to. Okay? Growing up listening to this stuff. Then watching the violence that are surrounding it. They really not realizing that this whole industry was created to feed first to feed the pockets of the wealthy elite, and then to feed the prison industrial complex. This is all done by design, man. You know? But pretty much, that was pretty much it, man. I pray this is an edifying lesson. I'm ended off by giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Makar Kodesh. Double honors to the elders and the apostle, great millstone. To the next time I can say shalom.